Hi, everybody. Brian Davis here with Danny Davis from Hookem.com. We're at Royal Memorial, where Texas just completed the orange-white spring game. Don't ask me the score. I don't know. It was a very
52 to 51.
It was a very complicated scoring thing, but here are the main numbers you need to know. Shane Buechele was 23 for 39 for 369 yards and 2 touchdowns. Colin Johnson had 8 catches for 117. And then Sam Ehlinger, the freshman from Westlake, was 10 for 31 for 148 yards. Tennille Carter had 60 yards on 10 carries. But, Danny, I want to go big picture. I want to talk about where Texas football sits right now after 3 straight losing seasons and 15 practices under Tom Herman. Where is this program right now, and what should fans think about the fall?
I think the fans should be patient because there are a lot of things to like today. There's a lot of things to be skeptical of, but a lot of that stuff won't matter once Maryland gets here. This is a team that's still growing. They need to, define who's going to be starting at quarterback. Shane looked, really good today, but Sam Ehlinger is, 15 practices into his, freshman year when he should be a senior at Westlake. They need a running back. A lot of injuries today. 5 of their 6 scholarship running backs were out, so who knows what's going to happen at the running back position. And the defense, the number 1 defense looked good, but that was albeit against the number 2 offense. So who knows, what's going to happen, because that Maryland offense is going to be better than the number 2s they had out here today. So, there's some things to be excited about, but like I said, who knows?
Absolutely. The number 2 defense I thought looked really thin at times. I thought the secondary looked awful, the backup secondary, that is. I thought it was interesting that Herman himself said he thought the second-team offensive line, I thought they'd be like a sieve. That was his quote, and they held up pretty well. So depth is a big issue, I think, for this Texas team. We cannot forget that this is the same group that lost to Kansas last year. And yes, there's a new coaching staff, but it's the same players are still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some of those players have grown. Colin Johnson looked incredible today, but like you said, all these players, that Kansas loss is going to loom over them all season until they can, get a significant win. So we'll have to see, but there were some steps and there were some improvements today, but the coaches aren't going to not have things to work on in the offseason.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things to like about what is going on here. There's a lot of things to like both in the locker room and out. They are making tracks with recruiting right now. I think you'll see a big recruiting push in the summer as well. Rome wasn't built in a day, and Texas football won't win a Big 12 championship in one day either.
No, and we'll, once the fall practices get here and we have healthy running backs to, evaluate, and there's a more defined starter probably within that first week at the quarterback position, I think we'll be able to kind of judge this team a little bit more. But, this spring game give us an opportunity to judge some things, and, we'll have about 5 months or however long it is until August. I'm really bad at math.
To dissect all
of it, so we'll see.
Exactly. So if you are a Texas fan, you should probably be optimistic. I would think you probably are, absolutely. But again, like Danny said, there's 5 months until the Terps roll into town here at Royal Memorial. So we will have plenty to talk about, plenty to cover on Hookem.com. Keep it right there. But that's a wrap on spring football. So for Danny, I'm Brian, and we'll see you soon.